Hey guys, Sam here with a Homestead Box, and we're getting ready to open our second box, February 2017. Can you guess our theme? We're talking about seed starting this week. We're in the Homestead Box greenhouse here at the office to show you what we got in our box. So let's get started. First, as always, you've got your product card, which is going to list all of the items in the box. And you can see it right there. Bop. And on the back, you're going to get some directions on how to use this stuff. Remember, all of our boxes are project based, so they all revolve around a theme, and this theme is seed starting. So let's see what's in the box. Perfect. First thing you're gonna want to get started with is this seed starting book. Thin book, so don't worry about it if you don't like much reading. This is just a bare bones, simple, to the point book. Everything you need to know about starting seeds is covered in this book. It's just like 120 pages, a lot of good information in here. So start with this book before you get started with your project, and that'll go a long way in helping you be successful. Alright, so we got that. What else? Well, if you're gonna start some seeds, you're gonna need seeds, and so we have included some of our favorites from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. You can see here, let me get these straight. We got Miyoto eggplant, Japanese white eggplant. We did 3 tomato varieties. They're going to be your Brandywine, which is more like a slicing tomato. We got a salad tomato, yellow pear, which is one of our favorites. Roma, which is more of a paste tomato. So we gave you 3 different kinds of tomatoes to use in 3 different ways. Then we moved on to peppers. We've got this poblano, which has just a little bit of heat, but not really. It's a really good cooking pepper. And then of course your bullnose bell pepper, bell style pepper. And each of these packets has a minimum of 10 seeds. So you might get a little more, but you've got enough to start a great spring garden inside right now. With the seeds, Baker Creek was thoughtful enough to send us some of their beautiful catalogs. The Baker Creek seed catalog, man, I can just spend hours sitting in the house not doing much, reading the seed catalog, just getting ready for spring. So be sure you look through your Baker Creek seed catalog to see what else you can grow in your garden. What's next? What are we gonna do next? We'll save that for later. If you're gonna start seeds, you're gonna need something to put them in. So we included 4 2x8 or 2x4 coconut core pots for you to start your seeds in. We chose coconut core for several reasons. One, it's great material for a beginner gardener to start with. 2, it's a natural, sustainable byproduct of the coconut industry. Peat pots are pretty cool, but peat is mined out of a bog, so coconut core is just an agricultural byproduct. It's just coconut husk. It's neutral pH. It's going to hold water tremendously, and they'll just incorporate right into your garden when you're done with them. So you've got enough seeds and pots to grow at least 4 of each variety of seeds. We gave you 4 plants, and let me tell you, 4 yellow pear tomato plants, that's a lot of yellow pear tomatoes. So you've got enough for that, plus an extra 4 cells in these pots to grow whatever you want to. So use some extra seed, grow some extra plants, but you've got enough to start a great garden in the box. All right. Just a little throw in here, these Hoss Tools garden labels. Nothing special about them, just wood garden labels, except for the fact that they're big and wide enough so you can actually write on these and see what's on them. They're not little popsicle sticks or those little flimsy plastic ones. Make sure you label your pots, because if you're anything like me, you'll sow a bunch of seeds and be like, yeah, I'll put these here and these here and these here, and I'll just end up forgetting what they are. So don't have any surprises in your garden. Go ahead and label those seeds as you start them. And your boxes are a little heavier this month because we included a bag of premium organic potting soil. This is local to Georgia, where we're located. Foothills Organics. It's a real clean potting soil. I'll just read you the ingredients. It's pretty simple. It's organic compost derived from food waste and wood chips, pine bark, perlite, feather meal, bone meal, and azomite. So everything you need to start your seeds right in the bag, and this will do more than just the seed pots that we included. If you want more information on Foothills, they have a website. So is it down here? Oh yeah, foothillsorganics.com. So you can look them up. It's right there on your bag. And this is a brand new product for them, but we've been fortunate enough to know the guys and get some of this, and we've been using it. We love it. So that's your Foothills potting soil. All right, that's just to finish up the classic box. We're kind of excited about this. We got some heat mats, some propagation mats. They're waterproof. You can use these. The way you use these, you plug them up and they heat up. They produce heat. So you're going to put your Coir pots on top of this, and it's going to heat that soil up. Nightshade family, they like heat. So if you're in a really cold climate, you're going to need to heat that soil up. Even here in zone 8, when our nights are still getting chilly, it's still cool enough to where we're not going to get good germination, even if you have a greenhouse, if your soil temp isn't up. So I included a heat mat for you just to round it out, and the instructions are on the box. So heat mat. Now we get, now we get to the Pioneer stuff. First thing I want to talk about is this garden trowel from Homestead Iron. Now, they're our brand spotlight this month. Our brand spotlights don't approach us about being a brand in the brand spotlight. We do it because it's usually an item that we are really excited about. And this is something to get excited about. This trowel is not only a work of art, it's extremely functional. It comes very sharp, so be careful with it out of the box. They encourage you to keep it sharp with your file that you got in your intro box, so you can touch those edges up, but it's just going to glide through dirt. It's got enough volume in it to fill up a 3-inch pot pretty easily. But this guy, his name's Will. He is a one-man blacksmith shop in Missouri, and he is banging these things out by hand. He doesn't have an auto hammer or any kind of big machine shop. He is hammer and anvil banging these trowels out, and they are just beautiful. Will last for a very long time. They come coated in beeswax and a mixture of beeswax and linseed oil, and the handle is untreated, but we know what to do with untreated handles. We use our sanding block from the first box and some boiled linseed oil just to protect that, make it easier on the hands. So man, we are really excited about these large garden trowels from Homestead Iron, and they make a lot of beautiful tools. So make sure you go check out homesteadiron.com and see what Will has to offer. And last but not least, two more items in the Pioneer box is your Dram 16-inch watering wand. Now Dram is an awesome company that we get excited about because they're a professional greenhouse supplier, and these wands are derived from those professional series greenhouse wands. You really have to have one of these wands to understand why we get excited about these. This is nothing like you can get in a big box store. Just the quality is through the roof on these. So we don't include junk in our boxes, and this is certainly not a piece of junk. These holes are accurately cut, and it produces a great shower. So everybody got Dram, or no, Pioneers. You got a Dram touch and flow wand. And to go on that, I'll show you. You got this Fogget fine nozzle. Now what this is for, it screws right onto the end of your wand, just like this. Let me put this down. So you feel the gasket kind of come home. And this is a fine misting nozzle. So when your seedlings are very small, when they're just coming up, you're still going to need to water them. But if you use that big head, or if you use any kind of other watering can, you're going to do damage to your seedlings. But this allows you to water those seedlings just like the pros in big greenhouses without damaging those. So make sure when your seedlings come up to switch over to this Fogget nozzle. It's solid brass. It's just a great accessory. So that's your Fogget. You can interchange it with the regular Dram head or the Fogget head and use it all season long. Well guys, that is our February 2017 seed starting box. Don't forget to check out your project card on the back here to see how to get started in this project. For most zones, you're going to need to have your nightshades, your tomatoes, eggplants, and peppers. You're going to need those seeded by the end of February. Some of you extreme north can probably get away into early March. But as these seeds come up, you're going to need to step them up to a 3-inch pot before you transplant them in your garden. But you've got plenty of seed to get off to a great start. Thanks for watching. Be sure you like and subscribe so you get the latest updates on when we release project videos. And let us know how your project's going by tagging us in your photos and videos on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks.